Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. Today is a really nice day and we're going to be using my Model 3 FSD on hardware 3, and it's running FSD 12.6.4. A lot of you guys were saying that FSD 14 Lite is already out and like all I have to do is like download the latest update, and apparently I get it. I still gotta download it. I don't know why I keep postponing it. Goddamn. But yeah, today we're gonna be on the highway testing out FSD 12.6.4. When I update it and actually get FSD 14 Lite, I'm gonna definitely test that out. But today we're doing it this time. So it gets up to speed on the highway very, very quickly. That's one of the best parts about electric cars, they're fast. Now we're in the left lane. We're in standard mode, so this is probably the mode you're gonna be default in. Hurry might be a little too aggressive for you guys. So standard mode is honestly pretty normal. It drives exactly how I want, overtakes slow cars, and then just stays in the cruising lane. So we just overtook that slow minivan, and now we're just cruising behind this truck over here with a very good following distance. No complaints there. I prefer to stay far away from trucks. Now there's a whole bunch of cars coming to merge, especially this truck. So let's see what FSD does. Hopefully FSD gets over to the left, because this might be a disaster right here. Okay, no, we're going too fast, so we're passing it. Now it takes this turn very well. Stays in the center, doesn't like, veer off and go into like different lanes or anything. And now it's gonna let this red Ford come in. And yeah, still keeps a good following distance. We usually have no complaints. If you guys watch some of my other videos, which you guys should, just just like the video and subscribe so I can keep making these videos, see what you guys like. And we never really have issues on the highway. On the highway, the Tesla performs really well. So now we're gonna get over to the cruising lane. I prefer to stay all the way to the right because our exit is in 2 kilometers, which is not that far away. But I guess FSD wants to overtake all this slow traffic. So now we are a little bit able to accelerate, so FSD is doing it. Getting a little bit over the speed limit. You could obviously change the speed offset to keep that down. So say you guys don't like the speed, you could change the speed offset so it doesn't speed as much, or it doesn't speed higher than the percentage that you allow it. So now standard mode is trying to get over to the right lane because our exit's coming up, so it's making the first right lane change, and then it's making another one, and I think it's gonna make it 2 times more. Yep, one more, and then one more again. So that was like 4 lane changes. That was kind of crazy, and it did it very well. Like no risk, nothing. I was checking, and there was absolutely nothing. It did it at the best time it possibly could. There is something on the road here. These trucks. It is getting over to a little bit to the left of the lane, which is really nice to give those trucks as much space as they need. Now we're coming off on Finch, so we're going to be slowing down. And it's coming off the exit ramp very well. It doesn't brake check the car behind us. It just smoothly comes off. Honestly, kind of how I would do it, or how anybody would do it, which is really nice. Also, if you guys own a Tesla, check out some of the links in the description. It'll help support the channel, just like a few things. And now we're going to be making this right turn here off the highway exit ramp. And there's a truck, so this might be a little challenging because the cameras might get obscured, or they might get blocked or whatever. It's keeping a really good stopping distance between the car in front of us. And now we are going to start turning right. Hopefully we turn right before this truck. And we get the green light, so we're able to go. And now it's going to get over to one of the the middle lanes. It doesn't want to stay behind this long line, so now we're going to be stop behind this Camry. And that was really nice. It handled the highway very well there. No complaints. Usually on the highway, it performs the best. So if you guys drive a lot of highway drives in the city, highway drives, no complaints. Like say you come home from a stressful day of work or something, or you're just tired, you could just put on FSD on the highway and then take it off when you get off if you want. Because like some of you guys do like driving, and I do like driving sometimes. So you could just do it on the drives you don't want to do. Or maybe you want to do it on the highway so you could just like, you know, let out, you know, like go a little fast, you know, just enjoy the drive on the highway. But for those of you who don't want to drive at all, I know there's a lot of you guys that don't like driving. You can just put FSD on the highway and I'll take care of that. Maybe some of you guys are scared of the highway. I know a lot of people might be scared of the highway because of the, you know, cars going fast, too many things are happening too quickly with not enough time to react. So you can just put FSD, it'll hopefully keep you more safe than you would yourself. So yeah, let me know if you guys own a Tesla, if you guys own FSD and you guys use it. Let me know when you guys use FSD. Do you guys use FSD the whole trip, the whole drive, the whole commute? Do you guys only use FSD on the highway, or only use FSD on, like, you know, local roads? We are coming to a little bit of a tight squeeze there. It got over just a bit just to go through, and we're probably going to stop at this light. And we are coming, it's yellow, so it's slowing down, and we are going to stop. And it stopped very well. No aggressive braking there, very smooth, and no complaints. Tesla, it's really cool how it could like recognize the lights like that. Like, you know, it does it like, even though it has the green arrow, like for us we're stopped, like it knows that that green arrow is for someone else and knows that those red lights are for us. It's really cool how this system works, you know. Super impressive. I just hope other car manufacturers could follow this lead. Hopefully there will be like an open source one where, you know, they don't take our privacy or whatever. Yeah, hopefully something like that happens. So now we're in the intersection, and you can see this beautiful screen that is showing absolutely everything. It is really cool how much the screen could see everything. Like it sees the pedestrians crossing on the street there, it sees the cars, it sees the cars turning right or getting ready to turn right. Just looking, it sees all the cars like just going through the intersection, all the cars turning right, the trucks, the buses. It is just insane how it's keeping track of all this. It is super impressive. It's honestly super cool to look at too. Like, you know, when you're waiting in the intersection and there's nothing to do, you could just look at this and just see what's going on. And now the light's green, so we're going to be accelerating through it. No complaints. It's always really smooth acceleration. Do we stop for that? I don't think so. If everybody's not, if the bus didn't stop, I think we should be fine. I'm just gonna go a little slower though. We want to stay safe out here. I guess since the bus is on the other side, that means we don't. Because if we shouldn't have, then the TTC bus definitely should have stopped. So then I would have stopped. But everybody was kind of going through that. Even the cars behind me are going through it. Why is a school bus dropping kids in the middle of the busy street? That feels kind of dangerous. Yeah. Stay safe out there, guys. Like, you know, I've been seeing a lot of people getting pulled over, a lot of people, you know, either speeding or doing stuff they shouldn't have. So, you know, guys, stay safe. You know, try being as safe as possible. You know, it's summer. A lot of you guys, you know, if you guys are Canadian like me, you know, we don't have summer or nice weather as often. It's always like cold and, you know, not that great. So be sure to, like, you know, stay safe. You don't want to get a ticket. You don't want to lose your license. You know, it's not worth it. It's a privilege to drive. You know, we're not supposed to be driving, but we were given that privilege. And a lot of kids are on the new LRT. I don't know if I haven't taken the LRT yet. I kind of want to, just to see how it's like, you know. Because public transportation in Canada or Toronto is apparently like the best in North America. I think. I don't know. Someone could fact check me on that one. But I'm pretty sure the only thing better than electric cars is either biking or public transportation. But nobody likes public transportation. I personally do not. I've had, terrible experiences on it. It just kind of ruins my vibe. But I also understand the importance of it, like, getting everybody where they need to go cheaply, efficiently, takes up less space, probably better for the environment, I think biking is probably what I would do instead of electric car. Like, say time is, I don't know what the heck the honk it was. Not to me. But yeah, I'll probably take biking instead if time is irrelevant. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. Check out the playlist I made. One long form, one short form. You could just binge all my videos, get all the information you need to know. And yeah, comment down what you guys want to see. Comment down what you guys like. And comment what you guys suggest. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace. See ya.